All right, welcome back. As usual, this is The Drift. My name is Bushabe Jr. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is what we do. We love doing this, by the way, and it's because of you, our viewer. We love you. We just want to make sure that you enjoy everything. We have a power-pack show. Remember, you can reach us on 0746 999 841 or on social media, Maisha Television Kenya, or you can find us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Maisha TV KE. Our website is www.maishatv.co.ke. Remember, you can also WhatsApp us on the same number, 0746 999 841. I'm not alone in the studio. I'm with
Rida Chebet Karim.
Yes, and we're looking just at what is happening, what has been trending, and here in Kenya and beyond. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And last time we talked about the County 49, and it was amazing. And we also talked about Lugari, guys, the Mosaic show.
Yes.
And they have really appreciated. Yeah, you want us to promote you? Talk to us. Usiseme to promote. So if you're around, you're watching this, you're doing music, you're doing film, you're doing anything, comedy, whatever, this is your chance. You never know. Tutakupigia debe hapa. Sasa, okay, now we're looking at some of the things, and we're looking at our Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Our Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has asked the media to leave him alone. And that is one thing, Mr. Deputy President, that cannot happen, because you're not the Deputy President of Kenya Kwanza, you're not the Deputy President of a few individuals, you're the Deputy President of Kenya, 52 million Kenyans, and there's no way anyone will leave you alone. And so, do you think our Deputy President is too loud?
Yes. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua should understand the office that he holds currently. You are the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
He says you're the ones. And it seems it is you, media, who have not accepted that he is the Deputy President.
We've accepted, but your speech and your comments made us talk. We are the fourth estate. We are the eye of Kenyans.
Exactly.
We are supposed to highlight what our Deputy President is saying.
Exactly.
Like the issue of foreign exchange and forex shortage in the country. We have to talk about it.
Yes.
Some Kenyans don't understand what does Rigathi Gachagua say, but that is the work of the media. And also the Central Bank of Kenya came out and clarified, contradicting the statement of the deputy. And
this is the second time that the Deputy President is having an issue with, is causing trouble with Treasury. I remember he started during the inauguration where he said they got just 96 or 93
93.7 million
only.
Yeah.
And Treasury had to come out very quickly and clarify and tell the Deputy President that's not the way the government works. They collect money on a daily basis. And this time round, he was on Citizen TV and was being interviewed, and he talked about the lack of foreign exchange on Saturday.
In fact, alisema tumekosa maneno ya foreign exchange. Hata jana pale katika benki, that is on Saturday, benki kuu hakukuwa na zile pesa za kigeni za kutosha kuagiza mafuta kutoka nchi za nje. That is our Deputy President. I think that someone in that government should sit Rigathi Gachagua down and explain to him, the Treasury and the CBK, please, we don't want this kind of embarrassment from the second in command. Mkaishe chini. Tell him this is how the Treasury and the Central Bank operates. Tell him some of the comments that he should desist. In fact, akiwa kwa media, because hapo ni kila mtu anaona. Those are the statements that can be picked by anyone. I think that Rigathi Gachagua should just be reminded that he is the Deputy President.
He's the Deputy President.
Yes.
He says that you guys should be reminded he's the Deputy President. I know you guys are saying that Rigathi Gachagua should be reminded. So who is saying what, and who should we follow? Guys, talk to us. Tell us, do you think the Deputy President is too loud and he's just talking too much and on issues that he doesn't understand?
Yeah.
Central Bank of Kenya came out to clarify on the statements that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua just said, saying that they didn't have enough foreign exchange to import oil on Saturday. And that statement alone could crash the markets in Kenya. could send away all investors, could destroy the value of a shilling. Did the deputy president really understand what he was saying? And the CBK came out and said, the CBK notes the comments by the deputy president, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, in an interview on Citizen TV on October 2nd. CBK would like to provide the correct positions regarding where oil importers obtain the requisite foreign exchange and about the adequacy of CBK's foreign exchange cover. First, the following the complete liberalization of the foreign exchange market in the 1990s, all foreign exchange for private transactions is obtained from central banks, and CBK does not supply foreign exchange for transactions other than for the national government. That is the government's own imports or debt service payments, or CBK's operations. Oil importers therefore obtain their requisite foreign exchange from the commercial banks and not CBK.
Yeah.
So guys who import oil into the country, they don't get their money from CBK. They get their foreign exchange from commercial banks. So you go to your Kenya Commercial Bank, or you go to Equity, or you go to which other bank?
National Bank,
Ecobank, Cooperative Bank, and you say, since I have an account with you, I need foreign exchange so that I can import oil worth 100 million Kenyan shillings, and they give you dollars in tandem. Okay, in tandem. Last time that word really disappeared. I said something else, but actually that correlates with 100 million shillings. And so they give you in dollars, and then you import your oil. You pay Russia or you pay wherever country in dollars, and you bring in your oil. So saying that the government didn't have, the CBK didn't have foreign exchange to import oil, the CBK says Rigathi Gachagua was misled on that one. And then on the foreign exchange reserve, CBK says there's enough foreign exchange that according to the law is required. You must have at least 4 months that can sustain you 4 months foreign exchange. That means you must have enough dollars, you must have enough pounds or yens or rands or wherever country currency. You must have them as Central Bank of Kenya, and those ones are actually there. But it is not meant to purchase private transactions for importing oil and stuff like that. And so this is something that is happening for the second time. Okay, and Kenyans are asking questions. Is it that our deputy president does not understand what's going on, or it is a question of kuna vitu tunafichwa kama wa Kenya? But Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua needs to realize how super sensitive financial markets are. One statement can send the value of a shilling to almost 200 shillings per dollar. So you should be very careful. And it is just good that CBK came out very fast. In fact, almost 30 minutes or 1 hour later, to actually give the statement at night, just to correct what Deputy President has said. We are aware that he was coached and trained for the Deputy Presidential debate. And he said something and he followed the script. That is exactly what should happen. When you're going to speak about important matters, just the same way President Ruto went to abroad to speak about, global warming and drought and all those things, he wasn't speaking things from his head. Okay, somebody had to sit down, do the research, and technocrats had to give the correct speech, so that when he stands up to speak, he's speaking no nonsense. And I think the same should apply. The deputy president needs to know he is the deputy president, not of Kenya Kwanza. State capture and dilapidated economies over. It is time that he minds exactly what he says. And if possible, let him be coached on what to say. Because some of these statements can wreck the country. Take a leaf, learn a leaf from former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. One statement from Raila Odinga used to send all the investors away. Nobody wants to, because they don't know what's going to happen. He would say one thing, we don't know whether ni maandamano ama nini. Even during the last general elections, kila mtu alishikilia pesa. Remember, Kama mtu alikuwa na deni yako, I'm sure so many people have not been paid up to now. Guys walikuwa wamekatalia pesa. Why? Because they thought maybe former prime minister might say something again and the country, you know. So deputy president should understand that is the second most powerful man in the country.
Yeah.
If, and God forbid, and even it happened when President Ruto left, he was the president, the acting president. In case President Ruto is not there, he is the president. Okay? Yeah. So this idea of just practice being the president, practice speaking like a president.
You know, regarding Gachagua still talks as if he's still in campaign.
No, we are not in campaign.
It is high time that the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua should understand that campaigns are over. He is now the second in command, and he should talk as a DP.
And the Deputy President needs to realize how powerful his words are to the country. We no longer look at him as Rigathi Gachagua. You are our property right now. You are a state property. And whatever you say affects the unborn. So you have to be, you know, very, very careful. And my plea to the Deputy President is, please, forgive Kinoti, forgive Uhuru, forgive all these people, Matiang'i and all. This thing can eat his heart for no reason. Trust you me. Let healing take place. Now that Her Excellency Pastor Rachel Ruto is around and Pastor Dorcas Rigathi is around, let there be healing. Whatever these guys did to the Deputy President, I have no idea. But he seems to be so bitter about them. Every now and then, everything he says goes to money was stolen by Uhuru Kenyatta. Matiang'i did this, state capture. And I think it's time he moves away from all those things and see. Unajua, huwezi correct past. Lakini future unaweza kaa chini ukapiga hesabu. Sasa hii happen. Wacha tupange yajayo. Bwana Deputy President, we love you. Please forgive these people and move on and build the country.
Yeah.
That's my own opinion.
That is true.
That is my own opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Is our Deputy President talking too much? Or is it just a question of, things, bitterness and other things? Do you think Hussein Mohammed is doing a good job or is not? And yeah, I'm still talking about Deputy President. Ledama Olekina has come out to castigate NTSA Kenya because walishika makanga wamehang kwa.
But that was dangerous. I think I disagree with Ledama Olekina. They should act as an example. What if something could have happened? Unajua
sasa unasema
unasikia nini Bushebi Junior? Hata sasa hivi ukijiua utashikwa.
Unajiua kama nani? Wewe ukija tulipe deni za China pamoja.
Ukijaribu ujiue na usikufe kibahati mzuri ama kibahati mbaya, you'll be jailed because it is a crime to commit suicide.
Yes.
In case hawa vijana wangekufa because what they were doing, kwanza kitu ya kwanza wako kwa barabara, it's a public place. What if tuseme basi aanguke, driver ajaribu kuepa, agonge watu wengine ama cause accident?
So this is the argument.
That was an example to other people.
And Ledama Olekina is saying it is what do we call, on apply law, wanasemaga nini, ku apply law aje selectively. Yes, selective application of the law.
How?
Kwa sababu the other day in Kisumu, Rigathi Gachagua was hanging on a it was Rigathi Gachagua who was hanging on a vehicle. Amefungua mlango, ameshikilia nini moja, amebeba mkono. Which is also a criminal offense, according traffic offense. Why couldn't they arrest the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua?
I think that is just opposition playing its role. Uliona vile vijana walikuwa na hang.
That is not the point.
Mtu anainua hadi mguu juu, kichwa iko chini.
According to traffic laws, what Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua did, is it right? Kuhang kwa mlango, kufungua mlango na kuhang hivi na kugotea wase na gari inaenda
So walikuwa wanafanya hivyo.
Na gari no, but is it constitutionally
yeah, of
right?
course it's not right.
Na kwa nini the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua hajashikwa?
Then they watamwarrest. You know, this will also take us back to ile time ya campaign. Wakati Mithika Linturi aliongea same sentence akiwa Eldoret, alishikwa, alikaa ndani sijui siku ngapi. Raila Amolo Odinga repeated the same statement. Hakuwahi shikwa na anyone, hakuwahi appear before anybody.
So do you think
I think this is just opposition.
Selective application? No, let's just face the law. Wacha tuache kwanza ya campaign imeisha. The other day it is the deputy president who was hanging on a vehicle, actually greeting people in Kisumu.
Yeah.
He was never arrested. Why is it that a commoner, hustler wa kawaida anashikwa?
Yeah, I think that it's not that I support deputy president or what, but you're just reading too much. Rigathi Gachagua
is a deputy president.
Yes,
so he cannot be arrested.
No, it's not about that. I know that video is
wewe ingia kwa get into a car right now, drive in town, open that door, hang on it and greet people, meet a traffic police officer. Tuone utalala wapi leo.
Lakini makanga si huwa wanafanya hivyo. But sasa hiyo inakuanga ni anatoa mkono hivi. Wewe uliona vitu wa vijana walikuwa wanafanya Bushebi Junior. I think you
no. I'm saying there's no
too much.
There is nothing like it is just the same way. You cannot say sexual abuse sexual abuse ni kushika msichana na kurep. The actual raping. And msichana akipita na unamgonga, that is not bad. So we cannot arrest that person mwenye ana perpetuate sexual abuse kwa sababu alimgonga tu kidogo. Kwani hiyo ni kitu ya kumshika? Na huyu mwingine si alimrape. So uliona huyu pia alimrape. Na unaona huyu alimgonga tu. The law is just the law.
Okay.
Why do we have a deputy president hanging on a vehicle and he's not arrested? And NTSA is not saying anything. Don't you think these young guys are just copying what the deputy president is doing?
But the deputy president was not lifting his...
He was greeting guys and hanging on that thing.
Miguu ilikuwa juu na kichwa ilikuwa chini.
What do you expect with young people? Penye umeachia ndo wana pick up. Penye umeachia ndo wana pick up. So if we can have senior leaders breaking the law like that one, and then hawashikwi. But when you have young people breaking the law wanashikwa. Don't you think that is one area that NTSA should look at?
All government institutions should look at, because this is not the first case. That's why I'm not surprised. I wonder why Ledamo Lekina has this